Well, new at 10 o'clock here tonight. We know alligators can show up in some unexpected places. They do like to cover some ground and roam around. But workers at a Palm Harbor shopping plaza became concerned when several gators became trapped in a drained concrete retention pond. The gators couldn't get out for weeks, and they watched as the water dried up, leaving alligators and turtles with no escape, especially from the scorching sun. That's what has some concerned workers reaching out to us. Fox 13's Kelly Cowan joins us now. Kelly, this is definitely an unusual situation. We rarely think gators could find themselves in this kind of trouble because they're survivors. They're dinosaurs practically. But how are they now? Are they still stuck?
Well, thankfully, the pond has water once again, so it's been filled again so that those alligators and the turtles that were trapped there, well, now they have their escape routes to other ponds and water that they need to survive.
I'm glad there's water in there, for sure.
Melissa Murray and Jaden Maldonado are finally breathing a sigh of relief.
Hopefully the water stays this way and that way the animals have water to live and they don't dry out.
For the last 5 weeks, they've watched a dire situation play out behind their workplace.
They started draining down the water, and then you actually see some of the wildlife, and unfortunately you would see some that are dead just because they have no water, they have no food.
In April, contractors began clearing out a retention pond behind a Palm Harbor shopping plaza. But when the crews drained the pond, dozens of animals, including alligators and turtles, became trapped without any shade and very little water.
It made me upset, so upset. They're out here to die.
The problem dragged on for weeks, and despite appeals to property owners, construction workers, and the FWC, little was done to help the trapped animals until they reached out to wildlife rescue groups.
They weren't breaking any laws, and because of that, they thought that what they were doing was okay. But in my opinion, turtles and alligators deserve the same respect that your pet does.
Farrell Thomas was shocked by what she saw.
And it was just completely dry cement. There were some piles of muck, a little bit of water dripping around in the corners, and these animals that were huddled up in the corners desperately trying to get shade or any kind of moisture that they could.
Farrell was able to rescue several large turtles, but she couldn't help the gators.
It was a very helpless feeling for me, being somebody that rescues all sorts of wildlife, seeing these animals in their suffering, and I couldn't do anything about it. So that was when I took to Facebook and called you guys, because I just wanted everybody to know and everybody to pressure the management to put water back in there.
It worked. Within 24 hours, the water was back.
So I'm just so relieved that they're no longer cooking on the concrete anymore.
And we reached out to the property owners to find out why this situation was allowed to play out for so long, but we've yet to hear back.
All right, a little bit of good news there. We know you'll keep following it for us. Kelly Cowan in our newsroom. Kelly, thanks.
We hope they're